The ex-narcissist mother is an evil piece of work. The community, this woman is such a lovely woman. She's all about helping the community and giving back, and that's the image she's trying to portray. But behind closed doors, she's an evil, wicked woman. Now I'm going to give you a little story time. I was homeless, living with my with my son's father and his mother, aka witch. Found out I was pregnant. At first, she was fake happy and she was acting like she was over the moon. But then, day after day, it started to just irritate her and creep up on her, because obviously she's realised that her son is now basically disappearing, because now all the money and attention that she was getting from her son would now be gone onto me and the new child. And what she decided to do was, she just felt like, you know, I feel like kicking her out. I feel like, now looking back on the situation, because the situation was probably about 5 years ago now, I think it was a plan between the ex-narc and his mother to break me down, because obviously I'm pregnant, I'm hormonal, and obviously it's an exciting time for me. Obviously I'm pregnant with my first child. So how about we just kick her out, and then that should break her spirit. It didn't break my spirit, it just made me realise how toxic that woman really was. Or is, sorry. I was working full-time at the time. She decided on a Saturday she wanted to kick me out onto the streets. Not so it was either, you know, go back to my mum's house and be ashamed, or stay in a hotel. My ex gave me a call at work, I think it's like lunchtime, saying, you know, my mum's kicked us out. What are we going to do? So my spirit irritated her spirit. She could never say the truth to my face. Because I would look you in your eyes when I talk to you, and I like to resolve issues, she could never really talk to me like that. Came into the house, she opened the door for me. I said, hi, how are you? She couldn't look at me in my eyes, she's looking at the floor. I was like, oh, anything new today? Basically just making menial conversation, just making conversation. She didn't say anything. But something was said, she didn't like it, and then that was it. We were finally kicked out. She took my belongings, and then when I asked for it back, she tried to make me come out of character. She was calling me rude and all this stuff. This is while she was kicking me out, 3 months pregnant, by the way. She was trying to provoke me, but I feel like I was so tired from work, and obviously I was pregnant. I just wanted to chill. So I just wanted to have a hot bath and chill. You know, when you just come back from work, you just want to chill. I was not giving her that energy, so I thought, you know what? I said, keep the bag, it's fine, but just know that you're never going to see this child when this child is born. There's no way you're kicking me out and the child out at 3 months pregnant and thinking you're going to be a part of the child's life. That is very, very insane. There's a difference between kicking somebody out, you know, on the spot, like right now, to giving somebody 2 weeks and saying, you know what, this is not going to work. I'm giving you 2 weeks to get suitable accommodation, because that's completely fine. Giving somebody 2 weeks to get their stuff, to get themselves together, is completely fine. He kicked us out onto the streets. I think it was like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. Obviously my narc had nothing. He's broke. He's lazy, whatless. I had to pay for the hotel room that obviously he slept with as well. That night I didn't even sleep. Long story short, she kicked me out when I was 3 months pregnant with that child, and he did not stick up for me. He did not stick up for us. He just allowed us to get kicked out, and when I look back at it now, I just think to myself, it was definitely a plan. I could have just called my mum. My mum would have picked me up in her car, and everything would have been fine. Now thinking about it, I'd rather have done that and let my son's father just sleep on the streets, you know. But what my point is that the narcissist mother is an evil witch. She's very jealous, very manipulative, and I felt like she wanted to be me so bad, and when she realised she couldn't be me, she just thought, I'm just going to destroy her. I'm going to kick her out 3 months pregnant. And the craziest thing about her kicking me out is that I was cleaning and I was cooking, and I was paying my way, so it was not like I was just living in somebody's house and not, you know, providing. But I just want to tell you, that's just my story time. My story time, being with the narcissist and his narcissistic mother, and why she's an evil witch. I have many other stories about this, so do stay tuned for more videos coming up.